You already know it's Mr. Hood Love Mikey B. This is Hood Love TV, where you live, love, and learn. When you come in, share the live, hit the like button. Today, I'll be reacting to anti-ICE rise in LA, ignite protests in New York City, Chicago, and 35 more cities in America. As well as why Black people haven't come out in numbers to support the immigrants, the illegal immigrants, and their what they're facing right now with ICE and with everything that's going on. It's a lot going on. It's a lot of content out here. A lot of cities. New York has jumped in to the protests. People are being arrested. The National Guard has been deployed in 2 other major cities in America at this point right now. So we got a long hot summer ahead of us. It's going to be a long hot summer. Young Earl, what's up? Salute to everybody coming in the building. Let me know y'all here. But there's a lot of Chicago has jumped into the fight. LA is now under a curfew with the riots and everything that's going on there. They have called a curfew. The mayor has called a curfew in LA. So it's a lot going on. It's a lot going on right now. In the other cities that had protests, most of those protests were peaceful, but people are getting arrested in other states, in other cities, and I know soon you will see even more cities like get into this. This is going to be nasty throughout the summer. This is expect to see some nasty stuff out there. It's gonna get worse. It's not gonna get better. It is only gonna get worse from here. Denver, Colorado is in it. Let me give y'all a few more of the states that's a part of it right at this point. Atlanta, Georgia. A rally began on Monday outside the ICE office in Atlanta, with protesters calling for the end of immigration raids and the release of detained union leader David Haruta. Hope I pronounced that right. In California, it's a lot going on. What really plagues me is I'm seeing a lot of different, I'm hearing a lot of voices. I'll make sure I'm listening. Frankie Boo Vertical Talk, man. Salute. Barbara, how you doing, Barbara? Salute. I hear a lot of different voices talking. I'm listening to the immigrants and what they're going to, mainly the Hispanic immigrants, and what they're going through and how they feel. I'm seeing people apologizing for voting for Trump and what they didn't know that it would be this bad. It wouldn't affect them in this way. I don't know who they thought it would affect. It wouldn't affect them, but I'm hearing a lot of different voices in the Black community as well speaking out. Some for assisting illegal immigrants in their fight for freedom, in their fight to stay in America. And I'm hearing a lot of people that are against it for a multitude of different reasons, specifically Black people. But I didn't know that relations between Black and brown were as bad as they are nationwide. I really, really didn't see this. I seen we had a few skirmishes earlier, from Latin people or Spanish people saying certain things about black people. A lot of big viral arguments going on concerning hip hop and other things. But I didn't think that it would affect. I didn't think that it would affect the relationship so much. Maybe because I'm living in my own head, I'm just viewing things, the world from my eyes, and how I feel about people. I am personally no racist. I love Latin people like I love black people, and really personally myself, I see us as one and the same, as all the same people. Personally, just different languages and mainly the same complexions because we basically all look the same. You can sit me in like any community, and I can probably be Cuban or Dominican or you know Puerto Rican or a bunch of other things. But I really underestimated the climate between black and brown people in America. And I wondered to myself, is some of the things that preempted these ICE raids were they put there specifically to break those bonds, to play a part in ruining those bonds and furthering us apart even more. I think like because you gotta always think that a lot of things is being done in social media, a lot of things is being pushed in the media are being pushed by the powers that be because they want to ruin relationships. They want to keep this divide amongst the people. Um, and Vic Mensa had some good things to say about this as well. I'm gonna let y'all hear what he had to say on the topic as well. On Instagram. Let me find this. Same oppressor that exploits the African abuses the Latino. All right, here we go. This is Vic. Abuses the Latino. And please believe if they can figure out how to deport, they've been trying since the Emancipation Proclamation. The same enemy has used these same methods to divide, devalue, and destroy. Common enemy, common goal. The same corporations that run the ICE detention centers run the state and federal prisons, where our people are doing slave labor for 13 cents an hour. Those same corporations abduct and hold Palestinians in Israel. And not only are the same riot police deployed against blacks and Latinos, they receive training, information, and technology from the IOF. Historically, we were snatched from the shores of Africa and brought to Central and South America. Don't be fooled into believing this struggle is not ours. They come for you in the night, they'll come for me in the morning. So, inshallah, the Latinos in Los Angeles. They come for you in the night, they come for me in the morning, they come for me in the morning, they'll come for you at night. We as black people, we know this. I'm seeing a lot of Hispanic people, and I really feel for them. Talking about families being ripped apart, people not wanting to go to work. But this is what we have endured as black people in America for about 400 or 500 years. So if anybody knows this, we know this as well. Right? New York Nikki, salute. Appreciate you. Yo, Mike Velez, salute. Yeah, but salute to the brother Mike, Vic Mensa, excuse me, for the things he spoke on. And I agree. I agree with Vic Mensa in a lot of the things that he said. I think we all one people. We went to those same ports. Our families were split up, and we were sent for all these different countries. And we repopulated a lot of those islands and a lot of these places that we see all these immigrants coming from, speaking Spanish. You know, during the transatlantic slave trade, families were broken up and sent to all these different countries. So these bloodlines, they got mixed, and all these bloodlines is really the same, especially coming from the Caribbean to America. All these bloodlines are the same, from my perspective, right? But it's I can't front. I know New York. I know New York is gonna probably be a lot more united as far as the color spectrum is concerned. But it really plagues my mind to see, the disunification between black and brown people in America. And I don't even say black and brown people. I just say black people. I really consider us all black people personally. Um, but it's really a travesty to see what's going on, and Trump is not playing. Trump told all of us. He told America what he's gonna do. They said what they were gonna do. They said they were gonna make America great again. They said they were gonna do mass deportations, and really, he's sticking to his word. Why is my phone? Really, he's sticking to his word. He's not missing a step. He might be doing more than what he actually said. He's doing a lot of other things, but as far as that closing that border and deporting illegal immigrants, criminal, especially criminal, he's on point with that as far as what he said he would do. Um wow, they everywhere. B Dot, what's up? Yo, salute to everybody in the building, man. But that's just some of the things I wanted to talk to y'all about. As well as you got up and coming protests as well. You have up and coming protests in a few different states. I'll let y'all know those. I'll let you know those states. I think St. Louis is going to be protesting soon. They getting into it. St. Louis, Seattle, and Indianapolis have up and coming protests. Boston, let's see. Dallas has already protested. Austin, Texas, San Antonio, Houston, Atlanta, Philadelphia, Washington, San Francisco, um, Santa Ana, in California is also protested. We seeing, they giving us basically LA. Salute. A lot going on TV in the building. Smith Rock, salute. A lot going on TV. A lot going on TV in the building. But
to Chicago and New York right now. We got to be aware, man. It's really going down, man. This shit could get out of hand, man. It really could get out of hand, Mikey B. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going down.
and when you say it can really get out of hand, what do you mean? A civil war?
In these streets.
A civil war uprising? What you thinking? Like, what are you seeing?
I'm uprising. You know, a lot of people is tired of the bullshit, bro. But it could
It's tired of what? Tired of what specifically?
though being pressed. These laws that's being made every day. It's just so much with America, man. Like, people is tired, man. People is tired, man. People is tired, man. You know, I feel for these people, man. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I feel for these people. A lot of these people, I said it yesterday, man. I feel for these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Because all of us know, and we got people in our family or around us that's in the same.
But most of these rioters and protesters are, I'm seeing a lot of women. a lot of working people, a lot of different people. I don't really see street elements. I don't see street elements going to these protests. I don't really see that. So you have to give me a little bit more, because I think the people that we see protest are like protesters that we know are activists and the community activists, right? They have their own lane. It's a certain amount of people that do that. Do you see other people getting into this besides the regular activists and protesters that we all know in our communities, probably our friends on Facebook, specific people that do this? Do you see other people disaffecting other people and going to other people? Do you see that?
Yeah, I do. And it's gonna affect every other people, bro.
How?
You understand what
How
I'm
how
saying?
how
It's
will
gonna
it how will it affect other people?
all this with these now, they're gonna be knocking on everybody else's door, bro. Trust me. It's not just with them. They don't just want to clean them out. You understand what I'm saying? This is a test run. That's how I look at it. This is a test
A
run
test run for what?
for the cleanup, for this new world order, whatever they got in plan, bro.
This is definitely a new world
Whatever
order.
they got
It's
planned for
definitely a
us.
part. This is definitely a part of the new world order. This is definitely a part of it. This is definitely a
Whatever
part.
they got planned for us, but it's like we not in tune. We don't know what's going on, bro. A lot of people every day, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's something new going on every day, bro. You know, and like I said, man, it trickled down. Now it's trickling down from Chicago to New York. Some of the worst places. Chicago.
It's in Atlanta, DC as well. It's in Boston. They protested in Boston. They have just saying what up, salute. They have released the National Guard in other cities besides LA. They're not saying everything on the regular news. Two other cities have gotten National Guard released to them as well. But so it's already in Boston, it's already in San Francisco, Seattle, Santa Ana in California, San Antonio in Boston, Austin, excuse me, San Antonio in Texas, Austin, Texas, Dallas, Texas, Houston, Texas, Chicago, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., New York, Boston, Philadelphia. Like, want me to keep going?
It's crazy.
So they come up our
That's
West
crazy.
Indian Caribbean people, B. Dot said.
The West Indians. Yeah, come on, man. Come on.
Kevin, appreciate you for the deuce, man. Wash your hands before you eat. Don't touch your face. Appreciate you. You hear that? What Frankie Boo said? These states you mentioned have, beloved, have big Latin communities.
Yesterday we was talking, and
I can't hear you. You breaking up a little bit. I can't hear you. Yep.
all right, you said something in the background that really made me think like, damn, like the black and Latino really don't have no communication. You understand what I'm saying? It's really no love there. It's really hate. But where do that
You
come
think
from?
you think it's hate between the it's no love between the black and brown people of America?
I think it's no love, bro. And we the same. We are the same people. We are the same people, yo.
Right,
We are no different.
right. I agree.
You understand what I'm saying?
Plaga TV, salute. You right, I agree. I agree.
And it's just saddened me, bro, that like we don't got that togetherness, bro. Where's that at? We all come from the same struggle. The same struggle.
They don't want to
No
identify.
different.
They don't just saying says they don't want to identify as black. Some Hispanics identify as white. Some Hispanics identify as white. They don't want to identify as black people. Um, and I hear the argument that's like, all right, you don't like us, but you want to use us to fight, to fight your battle. What do you say when people say that about the relationship between blacks and Latinos? You don't like us, but you want to use our bodies. You want to use us to fight your battles. What do you have to say about that? And Rock Steady, what up?
Listen, bro.
Say it again.
Everybody come for us. We the leaders of the world. When we gonna realize this? We make this shit move. Excuse me, man. I get,
It's all good.
excuse
Go
me,
ahead. It's all
YouTube,
good.
excuse me to the chat. I get passionate when I talk about things like this. You know?
Right.
We the leaders of the world, man. Everybody come to us for ideas, creations, style. You understand what I'm saying? Come on,
Okay.
why wouldn't they come for some help?
So you telling me this is a word? All right. So all right. With all things being equal, right? You believe that this is a worthy cause for black people to step into the ring and fight for people that came to America illegally. You think that hardworking black people, all that we've been through in America, that we should step out there and put ourselves at risk, because we will be putting ourselves at risk, right?
Right?
For people that enter the country illegally, and to a lot of people that feel to people that hate us or races against us. And I'm not saying that for me specifically, but I'm just talking about the things I've been hearing, from the black community, and why they not putting their black bodies on the line for this protest. So I'm asking you, the question is, it's one question, but it has two prongs. You want black people to put themselves at risk of, what goes on. Sometimes you don't always make it out of people die in protests, right? With what's going on is rocks. They shooting bottles at people's heads. It's really lit out there. We on the couch. We quarterbacking from the couch, and we talking about it while everybody's out there live and in action, right? But when you put yourself out there, this can change your life. You can lose your job. You can lose your life. You can lose your freedom. For people that came into the country illegal, my family, my father's an immigrant. My grandmother's an immigrant. My uncle's an immigrant, but they came into America legally. So you think that black people should get into this fight and help out and help out illegal immigrants and people that they feel do not like them, at the
I
least.
feel like I feel like whatever black person want to go out there and fight for this cause should go out there and fight for this cause, right? And I say this for the come from Flatbush, a Caribbean community. I'm a immigrants. A lot of people that came in this, what's the name, in this country, in America, illegally. You understand what I'm saying? That's out there putting in pain, that's doing right things. that's doing right things in the community right now. Right now. Dudes ain't looking at it until it's on their doorstep. This is what I'm saying. It's not on your doorstep right now. But when it comes to your doorstep, that's when you're going to be like, no. It's too late now. The law's implemented now. We getting all you niggas out of here. Excuse me. Pardon me for the N-word. We getting everybody out of here. All of y'all. Jamaicans, Barbados, Guyanese, Trinidadians, y'all all out of here. Go home. What are you talking about? Y'all don't care now. You'll care 2-3 years from now.
I mean, I agree. I don't think, like you said, it's a bigger picture that they know and that they implement step by step. So, like Vic Mensa, I played a video from Vic Mensa earlier. He's kind of in the same frame that you are. Check it out. He says in this video, if they can deport us inwards, that's what he said, they would have been got us out of here. He said they would have been got us out of here. Check it out. This is a good video. Check this out real quick.
You in the night, they'll come for me in the morning.
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. Let me start it from the beginning.
Latinos in Los Angeles County exploits the African, abuses the Latino. And please believe if they could figure out how to deport, they've been trying since the Emancipation Proclamation. The same enemy has used these same methods to divide, devalue, and destroy. Common enemy, common goal. The same corporations that run the ICE detention centers run the state and federal prisons, where our people are doing slave labor for 13 cents an hour. Those same corporations abduct and hold Palestinians in Israel. And not only are the same riot police deployed against blacks and Latinos, they receive training, information, and technology from the IOF. Historically, we were snatched from the shores of Africa and brought to Central and South America. Don't be fooled into believing this struggle is not ours. They come for you in the night, they'll come for me in the morning.
So he believes, Vic Mensa believes that this struggle is ours.
Come on.
I see brothers. Let me see what they saying in the chat. I seen some. Thank you for the fair use. Fair use. If we did, if you didn't come here legally, leave. Bye, Anthony, Olivia. James, how you doing? James L. Molly, how you doing?
Salute.
Sincere, what's up?
New York Nikki, baby, peace. Peace and blessings.
Yeah, they're gonna have undercovers. Sincere, you're right. We all know how these protests go. They'll have undercovers amongst them, and those are gonna be the ones that cause chaos and mess it up for everyone. You got to remember, some people that go to these protests, they only going there for the loot. They going there to loot. They wait until it get dark. They got their mask. They got all their stuff, and they're gonna suit up and they're gonna hit the Nike store, Gucci. Let's go this way. They shopping. They not even protesting. They going out there to shop.
Right.
You know? They using this protest as a cover to get some new designer. I gotta get lit. I need a Chanel bag. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what they do with these protests, bro? Come on, you gotta keep it real. I was a part of the 1992 Rodney King. I actually got locked up in the 1992 riot. I'm gonna show you that one day on my rap sheet.
I got locked up
right
now.
I got locked up in the 1992 Rodney King riot, and I'm just gonna be honest. The only reason why my young dumb ass went there was to loot. They told me they robbed the Ave. I said, "What?" I wasn't even in New York City. I came back to get down with the riot. Rodney King, who is that? I don't know, but I know it's gold over here, it's gold over there, and we gotta get to it. I'm just being honest, you know?
Yo.
As a kid,
real talk.
As a kid, so a lot of these protesters, they are not there. You know, I don't do that as a man. I'm different. I was about 15 then. I was about 15 and 19, 16 or something. But and a bozo at that time, a total idiot. But a lot of people, they're gonna use this as an opportunity to destroy America, to destroy businesses, because they just want to destroy stuff, and you got other people that want to come out and steal. You got adventurers. Some people see a good adventure, they're gonna go, "Here's an adventure, let's go." Hey, Yo,
Right.
they wilding. They wilding on the app. Let's go up there. What? Everybody up there. Everybody up there. Let's go. You got mad kids. Remember the Black Lives Matter riot when the mother came and got her son out of the crowd, slapped him all in his head. He had a shiesty on, he had a poo shiesty, a mask on or something. She slapped
Right.
him all in his head. That's what you're gonna have. Most of these people are not even gonna know the real points of going out there to protest, but they will be there destroying stuff and stealing stuff. So what do you feel about that, bro?
I mean, listen, we all know it's gonna be people that's out there, you know, rioting and trying to loot. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to understand, it's poor communities. You understand? It's poor communities. That's basically fine. These illegal immigrants that's out here and the communities that they come from is poor. Of course, they're gonna burn it down.
God
You
bless
feel what I'm
America.
saying? Of course, they're gonna burn it down. But I really need people. It's 2,263 people in the building. Salute to y'all. I really need y'all to understand. This is a
Yo, hit the like
serious,
button. This is
serious
great
matter.
content. Go ahead, bro.
This is a very, very serious matter. And if y'all think, you know, y'all should overlook this, nah, bro. You understand what I'm saying? Like y'all should be. A lot of people should really be out there. I'm keeping it real. If it comes to my side and my community, I'm gonna be out there protesting. I'm gonna protest with the people if it comes my way. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm
I
for the
respect
cause,
that.
not the be cause.
I respect that. You might see me out there at some point, showing them some support. Probably not getting locked up, but
Right.
it's legal to get to protest and to support them. So I'm at some point I will show them some type of support.
Come on.
Hopefully these conversations that we are having are supporting those people and those families, hardworking. I'm talking about hardworking citizens, right? Let me get to this super chat. Excuse me, bro. Ace McLean, thanks for the nickel for the $5, man. God bless
Salute.
America, man. 2A. All right. I'm American, right? I'm American citizen. They burning. You want to stay here, but you burn the American flag, and you wearing your flag. What's up with that? Talk to me about that.
Say that
They
again.
burn they burning American flags and they holding their flags, but they want to be here in America. Like, make it make sense. I'm just saying, make it make sense. I'm American. You could say African American or what. I'm American. You know what I mean? My people was here. My people was here before the European got here. Before America was established, my family was already here in America from the Cherokee Nation. You see what I'm saying? I'm just being honest. From North
Right.
Carolina, the Cherokee Nation.
Talk your
But
talk.
real talk. So I'm American, right? And I wasn't made American. When the country came into being, of course, we all became American because what? The winner is who tells the history and took over the country. So I'm American. I'm here and I'm American. People are burning American flags, but they still want to be here. I'll explain that. If you've got another flag, you wave another flag, you burn American flags, but you want to be here. Explain that.
I mean, listen, bro. This is where they from. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of them been tricked. You know what I mean? A lot of them been tricked. They let millions. How many people they let in this country in the past couple years to get them votes? They feel like they was tricked.
They tricked them.
They
I
feel like
just
they was
seen.
tricked.
I was just looking at a video of a Spanish woman crying, saying, "I voted for Trump, and now look what he did." You know what I mean?
Come on.
But he told you. Listen, I don't agree with all the stuff that Trump does. Most of the stuff that Trump does, I might agree with like 1% of the things that he does. You heard?
Right.
But I do agree that he told you what he was going to do, and he's carrying it out. He told you. He showed you who he was. He did not. Let me tell you something about Trump. Let me tell you what I like about Trump. Because I like something about Trump. What I like about Trump is that he ain't talk no mess. If he didn't like Muslims, he told you exactly who he was. Trump told you and he showed you exactly who he was, so you cannot be mad. And don't get me wrong, I voted. I'm a Democrat. I voted. I did not vote for him. I'm being honest. But once Trump won the presidency, then he's my president for the next 4 years. It is what it is.
I'm
You see
not
what I'm
gonna lie,
saying?
I voted for Trump.
I did not vote. Listen, I did not vote for Trump.
I voted for Trump. I put a
Whoa,
vote in
whoa.
for Trump. I'm not gonna
I,
lie.
I didn't. I did not vote for Trump, right? But whoever wins, this is democracy. Whoever wins the election is the president. That's that. That's how it works. You don't win them all. You might be mad. You know, you waiting. You're gonna vote in 2 years for your congressman or your senator or whatever. This is politics in America. You cannot. You know, it is what it is. How do you feel? Do you regret voting for him now or not? How do you feel?
Say that again. Say that again. I was reading, sir. Say that one time.
I said, how do you feel? Yo, listen, I see a lot of people saying, "Let's go, Trump." Do not do not take out any comments if people not cursing or disrespecting anybody. Please let those
Thank you.
comments stay. I don't care about political views. Everybody has their own, and everybody's accepted. So
Salute.
please, moderators, y'all doing a great job. I appreciate y'all. Let these comments stay. I don't care who they bigging up.
This
It
is
doesn't make
Hood
a
Love
difference.
TV, man. This
This
Hood
whole
Love
love
TV.
TV,
This is
you know, it is what it is. But
that's right.
like I was saying, do you regret voting for him, or how do you feel
No,
about it?
actually, I don't. I don't regret voting for him. You know, I think he's doing certain things. Certain things I feel like he's doing, you know, like these laws and everything. He's changing and everything. He's doing a good job, but this right here, I'm not jacking. You know, I'm not jacking because, like I said, it could trickle down to my family.
Yo,
You know what I
look.
mean? My people's is from Barbados.
So,
You
but you
understand what I'm
voted
saying?
for him. But you voted for him. What did you think was going to
I
happen?
wasn't
I don't
voting for
understand.
nobody else. What everybody else showed me and what they was telling me and the direction they was going for America, you understand?
You froze, bro. Yo, Lonnie Starks. It is what it is. You know, it is what it is, man. I gotta, I just gotta be honest. I'll be real. You know, that's what democracy is. You don't win it all. You don't always win, but we here. We gotta accept that, and we gotta just deal with what we have now. Yo, you froze, Smitty. I'm about to take you out. Come back in. You froze. You froze, Smitty. I mean, it is what it is. I can't. You know, it is what it is. This is democracy. This is democracy. If we was in another country, they got dictators. They got kingdoms. You know, other countries you can't vote. This is what voting is. This is what it's about. You know what I'm saying? It's not. You're not always going to agree. And you know, better luck in the next 4 years. You heard? Better luck in the next 4 years. I'm just being honest. But I'm not gonna lie. I don't understand what all these people that voted for Trump. I don't know what they expected. I know a lot of people voted for Trump, and I'm talking about specifically black and brown people, right? And to me, black people in general, but black and brown people for everybody, right? I know Trump. A lot of people voted for him because of what he would have did for economy. He's strong on economy and a lot of things that was going on with the war. But look, who they nation. We expected exactly what we getting, fam. Don't- To you, I understand. I respect that. Grown man thoughts. What up? No, but so listen. All right. What I'm asking you is this: you voted for Trump. You against mass deportation. You said when the when it comes to your community, when the protests come, when everybody starts rallying in your community, you stepping out there. You stepping out there against the law that Trump made by a person that you voted in. What do you feel now that you didn't feel when you cast that vote? This is what I want to ask everybody. What are you seeing now? What is the difference?
I'm just keeping
That's
it.
all like what?
I think son was wilding out like that, son. I think he was bugging out like that.
Trump said, I'm sure I'm not freestyling on this. The first day I'm in office, I'm going to start deporting. He started as soon as he touched that seat. I don't even think he got in the chair. I don't even think he got a chance to sit down. I think he was on the phone, like, listen, before the inauguration, he was on the phone, like, look, ICE, yeah, get ready. We need you right now. Like, oh, sir, you didn't get sworn in yet? Yeah, you didn't get sworn in yet, sir. We can't actually legitimately. All right, the minute that I get in, I need you to start arresting people. I need you to start locking people up. Lock them all up, catch and release. I don't understand what y'all expected. I don't understand it. I would not. Let me tell you something. If I voted for a president, I'm just being honest, and he's doing some stuff, I would not be protesting against the stuff that he's doing if I voted them in. I'm just being honest.
Yeah, he's doing too much now, bro. I ain't gonna lie, he's doing too much. Like I said, the people, y'all heard me say yesterday that I'm with I'm with any of these people that came out here working hard. The people that's out here destroying America and running around in America just doing what the fuck, excuse me, doing what they want. Get them up out of here. I'm not with all that. You feel what I'm saying? But the ones that's coming out here, like my people from Barbados or Trinidad or Jamaica, working hard. You know what I'm saying? Like nah, man. Like nah, I ain't jacking that one, man. You know?
All right. So what do you think about? So what do y'all? So what do you think about? Somebody said in the chat, you graduate from high school, walk out of high school graduation. As soon as you get your paper, ICE is there, like, yeah, shaking your hand, like, yeah, no, I'm not shaking your hand. I'm just putting this cuff on you. Come this way. What do you think about that?
Uh, yo,
It's
what he
nasty.
said that.
It's nasty out here, bro.
He said, I'm graduating high school. As soon as you come out, ICE is there. That's crazy, bro.
Anthony Barnes said, I'm upset with two things. I'm upset with Trump, and I'm also upset with people waving their Mexican flags in protest. If they really want to be here, they should wave US flags. I agree with that. You waving another flag, you burn the American flag, but you want to stay here. That's
But this is
that's
what
like
I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. Any real Mexican, real immigrant, we know it's not going to be outside waving no flag in front of no police, bro. They trying to get low. Those are not immigrants, bro. Those are crisis actors, bro. I don't care what nobody say. Those are actors, bro. Those ain't no real immigrants out there throwing no rocks at police. You
you
see how
tripping.
them
That's
shit? Yo, they got them shit.
you
Yo,
wild.
it's rocks lined up by the highway, bro.
You wild. They got a whole rock pile. They had like a rock pile, right? They broke the sidewalk. Somebody came. You know, these people is good at construction, bro. Great builders. Yeah. They destroyed the whole sidewalk. Yo, look, no. They destroyed the sidewalk. They demolished the whole sidewalk and turned it into weapons. What are you talking about? It's crazy. Yo, it says it can't be. Jarena Collier said he can't be doing too much. This man showed the United States who he was at the beginning. He did not hide what he was going to do when he was going to do it. He told us, and people still voted. He told us. I can't fault. I ain't gonna lie. I can't fault Trump. Trump showed you who he was. He told you, lock them all up, get them out of here, forget the kids. Yo, he was going in. Trump was going in. Trump, yo, dudes be ranting and raving on YouTube. Nobody has nothing on Trump. Trump was going all the way. Wow, you heard? We're gonna lock them all up. He said he's gonna lock the Democrats up and everybody. You don't know what Trump gonna do. That's one thing about Trump. One thing about Trump is you don't know what he gonna do next. He might really try to deport black people. Like, listen, it's time for everybody in the projects. We sending all of y'all to Africa. You're in every projects in America. We tearing them down. You don't know what Trump is gonna do. You heard? You see, he stopped Section 8. You heard? He might be like, yo, listen, the PJs. You're out of here. We're gonna move your whole projects. They might take the whole projects out. You don't know what Trump gonna do, bro. That's true. That's true.
He setting up for war. He like, what the niggas the way after this war, man? I got y'all.
Blame the
I'm gonna
owner
give y'all
behind
two
it. People who
stimulus.
accept
I'm gonna
less
give y'all
money.
two stimulus and shoot y'all up.
I don't know, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's another good question I got for you, right? This is another good question. How do you feel about these non-criminal illegal immigrants tearing up the stores? What you feel about that?
That again? Say that again. Say that one more time.
What do you feel about non-criminal illegal immigrants rioting and tearing up the stores in these communities? What you feel about that?
If they get caught doing that, send their ass up the river with the rest of them.
So you feel they shouldn't be doing that?
I feel like they shouldn't be doing that. I feel like they should be standing arm to arm. You know what I'm saying? Doing what they need to do, bro. You know what I mean? Like, but to, you know, cause violence or chaos, it's only making it worse for them. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, they bugging in
That's
the
why
chat.
I say. That's why I say that it gotta be some government type setup type shit where they putting people out there and got them with the flags on and showing the media that because that's what they want us to see and that's what they want us to think. You feel what I'm saying? That's what they want us to see and that's what they want us to think. But how the
Jerry,
fuck these rocks get right next to the highway?
they broke the cement, bro. I'm telling you what happened. Yo, check it out. Jerry Leonardo said Trump already got Jamaican on the list. Having dreads is not a good idea. You heard? You gotta cut your locks. They're gonna be running down on everybody. Wow.
These shot they that shit coming down.
Yo, listen. They said mostly blacks is looting the stores. What? Nah, that's Hispanic. They got dark complexions. Look, Smith. They saying we not protesting, but we the ones that's looting the stores. You heard? Wow. Black people don't want to come and join brown people in protest, but now you're trying to say we the ones looting the stores. Yeah,
Sure, you're all right.
I'm not going for that. Yo, Mo, you right. Saying that you don't want to get deported at the same time. You can't be committing crimes. I really think that, especially in a state like California, the government is for the illegal immigrant. Those are sanctuary cities. You got sanctuary cities in New York. You got sanctuary cities in California. Most of these places where you see people protesting that is sanctuary cities. right? The Democrats, and let me tell you something. Trump ain't feel no way about going in there and violating the governor of California because he's a Democratic governor. He ain't Republican. He don't Trump don't mind that. He gonna go up in them states and do what he want to do. But what I'm saying is this: I think those people is doing bad with looting those stores because now you putting a damper on the whole protest. You making yourself look bad. You making yourself look bad because you actually committing crimes now, right? And I'm not saying it's gonna get you attention, but it's not gonna get you the attention that you want. You know what I'm saying? Oh, appreciate you. Yo, Mr. Rapper, yo, appreciate you for the 129. I feel like, wow. I feel
Salute, man.
like
We
whenever
definitely
there are
appreciate you.
these big protests, there will always be people who will take advantage of it. The looters are criminals. Simple as that. Long live the USA. Love from Sweden. Appreciate you from Sweden. And that's what I'm trying to say. And that's what I'm trying to say. It's like once you start looting, you are now the community people that have the money that did support you. Because let me tell you something. You know, I was a case manager for like 4 years for oppressed people, right? So I understand that these community stores, I used to go to I used to go I used to could go to um the mattress store and get mattresses. A lot of these companies donated to the communities that we lived in. A lot of these they donated to the kids. They donated beds, food. We had free food from local stores that to go and to help these people. Now you're tearing down the same people in these communities that probably assisted the nonprofit organizations to help feed you, to help clothe you, and and to help these people. And now you're destroying the property in the community. That don't sit well with me. I don't think that's helping the plight of the immigrant in America. I don't think that's helping our plight, bro. Destroying businesses, destroying local companies. I don't agree with that at all.
Why are you working on YouTube channel?
You heard me, bro? I don't think it's helping the plight, bro. I think it's just getting more people. Now you getting local. Now you getting local business owners to turn against you. How do you know you ain't bankrupt another family? Now you tearing down the company of another family. Right? You are now eradicating the living of somebody else. You don't know what their insurance is like. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what's going on. So what do you feel about that, bro?
Like I told you, bro, if these brothers that's out here and sisters that's out here illegally out there looting and doing things that they're not supposed to do, and they already in a situation, tie them up. You understand what I'm saying? Tie
Tie
them
them up.
up. Tie them up by their legs and their hands and throw them on a boat somewhere. I don't care. You understand? Because like you putting everybody else in a bad predicament. I got family that's, I'm not gonna we got people that we walk around in my neighborhood, bro. That's walking around illegal, bro. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, no green card, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they making a way out here, a positive way. They ain't out here harming, killing nobody, and they making it worse for other people. And that's what I think that the government is trying to do, make it worse for other people that's already here for them to certain, invade certain people's space, man. And that's what it is, man. I'm just keeping it real, man. That's how I think. I'm assuming, like everybody else said. Now, a person asked me a question. I don't want to miss this question before the super chat was up, right? John Jarena Collier said, question for Smitty. If it hit close to home, will you regret your vote? I probably would. I probably would. You feel what I'm saying? I probably would. Because I feel like I didn't think it out enough. You know what I'm saying? So I probably would.
But so
If
all
that
right, so
came
let me
to
ask
my
you this, Smitty.
doorstep.
Smitty, so as a black man in America, right? Why did you vote for Trump? What was the points that made you feel like Trump was your candidate for president that you seen like, all right, I want Trump to be the president? What made you vote for him?
Truthfully, just the economy was looking, it was just looking twisted. You feel what I'm saying? We had Biden in the chair for a minute, and it seemed like everything was just going wrong, man. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't enough jobs. You know what I'm saying? It just looked nasty. And I felt like, you know, we needed somebody that other countries could communicate with and really sit down and talk with. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like Trump had better relationships with other people where he could sit down and talk. And get into other doors that Biden couldn't get into, or Kamala couldn't get into, or other presidents couldn't get into. You feel what I'm saying? I just felt like he was the best candidate at that time.
Right.
Nah, not this stimulus. I work every day, man. 9 to 5 is better than 25. I work.
You wanted that stimmy. People was talking about them stimulus checks before Trump got in office, bro.
That's stimmy.
You wanted that stimmy, Smitty? A lot of people wanted them stimulus checks. They voted for Trump for them stimulus checks, bro.
Oh, he
That,
said he wanted that stimmy.
Leslie,
Chill.
Leslie Simon. Now look at the economy. You heard tariffs. Eggs was like $10. It was like the dollar an egg. You heard. For a dozen eggs, it was like $11 like a month ago, 2 months ago. You heard. Couldn't even eat my scrambled eggs in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I had to go on an egg break. It was the first egg break of my life. You heard. Eggs was like $12, $13 for a dozen. $1 an egg. It's crazy out here, you heard?
Nigga said eggs like $12.
It was like $1 an egg, bro. Dudes was making videos. They was gambling with eggs. They was doing all kind of. They was trading eggs at the store. Eggs was crazy for a second, you heard?
Nah, that's wild, Joe. That's wild. Yo, David, Villafranco, yo, you crazy, bro. He said you was worried about that stimmy, huh? Thought you was getting that stimulus check. That's why you voted for Trump, huh? Nah, I ain't do that.
Yo, hit the like button, man. This is great content, man. This is a great lunch break right here. This is great lunchtime content. Sometimes I'll be in lives and I'll be at shows and I forget to hit it. Just a reminder. If you like this show, hit the like button. Get us in the algorithm, please. I appreciate it. Um, I forget sometimes. I forget to hit the like button. I'm not gonna lie. Even when I got good content, good show, I forget sometimes to hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. It's free. Get us in the algorithm. There's 185 in here. 48 likes. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Yak? Yak Williamson. I missed the call. Yeah, Smitty. I ain't gonna lie, man. That now LA is under a curfew. Do you think LA is under curfew right now? Hey Siri, what time is the LA curfew?
Do you want me to use?
They got a curfew?
They got a curfew now. Hey Siri, what time is the LA curfew?
Do you want me to use ChatGPT?
Martial law.
Right.
Martial law in effect.
They not playing martial
The
law
law.
about to come through. I'm telling y'all, when they start
Los
knocking off
Angeles
yet
Mayor
dudes'
John Lewis
heads,
has imposed a curfew.
grab it.
8 p.m. to 6 a.m.
8 p.m. to 6 p.m. Man, listen, that sound like an 8 to 8 program or something. We used to come on, bro. Got them on the 8 to 8 program. What happened?
Yeah, bro, it's just nasty out here. 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. right there. Downtown LA. See, they going to downtown LA because that's where the Gucci store, that's where all that stuff is at. They going down there to LA, they going down there to get the big money. Oh, they started arresting people 11. Yeah, I seen that. They started arresting people around 10 p.m. This is about to spread across America like wildfire. David, you're right about that. With martial law, yeah.
It's going down, man. It's going down, man.
You think it's going to get to the point where it's going to be martial law?
Yo, bro. Yo, listen. I don't think it's gonna get to the point right now, this year. You understand? But if the way things keep if it keep going on the way it's going, bro, it might be up right now. But you know what I'm saying? It might be up, bro. By the end of the year, I say by the end of the year, if it keep going the way it's going, it might be up, bro. Real talk.
You think it's going to really be up? I don't know. Do you think, I'm telling you, over illegal immigrants, you think the country is going to be up? I don't think so, bro. I don't think so.
That's what they trying to do. Yo, bro, it ain't what you think. The dudes ain't gonna have no choice. This is what they implementing. They start with the listen, them people is a diversion right now, just to throw us off. You understand what I'm saying? That's the throw off. That's why they brought him here. That's the throw off. That's why they brought him here.
Oh, they brought him here to get the numbers? So wait a minute. So what's the throw off? They brought him in for what? What are you saying? I don't understand.
Y'all brought him over here just for this plan right here. You understand what I'm saying? Because now everybody is a legal immigrant.
The illegal card? That's a new card right there. You heard for everybody? I ain't gonna lie. Let me ask you this. As an industry insider, and we know they use hip hop to divide people to push messages they want. We've been communicating through music, right? Remember some months ago, there was a big argument over what Fat Joe was saying, right? You think that was a play to divide black and brown people then? Because the FBA got on his body. You think that was a play?
Yo, bro, all these dudes is working for them people, bro. It could have
That's
been a
true.
play.
That
It
is
could have been.
true.
And then this dude come back up from Terror Squad, and what he say? He cut some black people. Now all you hear, I'm starting to hear this black and brown thing, this black and brown thing. Where that's going?
And I think it's around this time. Look, Tory Lanez got hit in California by a Mexican. They saying they got paid. They saying he got. I'm not allegedly got paid to do it. I don't know. I think a lot of this stuff that you see is to divide the people because they knew this was coming, and now they did not get the support to be divided. It's nasty out here, bro. I ain't gonna lie. And like I said at the beginning of this, at the beginning of this, I thought the relations between black and brown people was a lot more tighter than it is in America. I really thought so.
Nah.
I really
It's a
thought so.
lot of hate. It's a lot of hate between black and Latinos for the simple reason that um, you know, blacks, coming to, a lot of Latinos coming to anybody that came to this country, you know, in them streets, man, blacks gave them a hard time, man. Even
So
our
I
own
gotta say,
kind.
right.
Even our own kind, bro. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, the Haitians used to come over here from their country. Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Guyanese. We gave them a hard time. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
So
some
that's why
people
they got
did.
to.
Some people did, but I mean, we was cool. I mean, probably because I got Jamaican in my family, but I don't know. We was pretty cool for the most part. They probably endured some stuff coming in. I think all foreigners endure stuff coming to America. I think all of them do. You heard? I think any
Child got it.
foreigner.
Salute.
I think any foreigner that steps on American soil automatically goes through problems, bro. I think it's automatic. All immigrants, when they come to America, we put them through the ringer, no matter where they go. No matter what community they go to. I think immigrants go through it with Americans. You know what I'm saying? David, that jerk chicken.
Nah, that's you ain't lying about that though, bro.
Don't deport the Jamaicans. I love that jerk chicken. Yeah, crazy.
Deport the Jamaicans. Don't deport the Trinis, the GTs. Don't deport them, B. Don't deport the West Indians, B. Don't deport the West Indians. Leave the West Indians.
Due
Leave
process
the
you talking
West
about?
Indians. Leave the West Indians. Take everybody else.
Oh, right. Due process. Yeah. Just saying. You right. I'm not saying. They said if we go to another country, we'll experience the same thing. Just saying said. So what y'all saying? I mean, I agree. I think so. I think probably the same things.
Listen, they not coming to get the
Just saying
Trinidadians.
said
I'm letting y'all
deport
know without a fight.
anybody that's not supposed to be here. What do you feel about that? They're illegal. Just for argument's sake. Why are y'all giving us such a hard time? Why are y'all saying this when all these people are illegal? What are you talking about? Why shouldn't I deport these people that are illegal? They came into America, they didn't follow our rules, they snuck in, and now we getting them out.
So what? So let's get all the Europeans out of here then. Let's get all the Europeans out of here. What you talking about? This ain't they
They
land.
didn't sneak in. They didn't sneak in. That's before the country had borders and before the country was so before it had a infrastructure and before this country was made. And the
Man,
Native
listen, man.
Americans didn't want to get them out until they started beefing. They helped them. The Native Americans helped the Pilgrims. They helped the first settlers. The first European settlers got helped by the natives of the natives. What I want to ask you too is this, Smitty. You hear me? Smitty, you been demon dog. The question I want to ask Smitty is, and I want to ask y'all in the chat. Y'all can give me some feedback on this as well, because this is all of a conversation. Us on the panel, y'all in the chat. It's just a big conversation. Why are people putting so much emphasis on black people to protest and support? Why are they not asking other people to support? I'm just being honest. Like I didn't hear this. I've been hearing this from like people in my family talking. Like why they asking specifically only black people to protest and not anybody else? Are they not asking Asians or anybody else for that matter? Just specifically black people. Now, yo, you listen. I know the history of Mexico. I'm not. I agree. I agree. But
Baby.
for argument's sake, you heard what I asked you, Smitty? You heard me? Oh, I'm just saying that it's not a color thing for me. Anybody illegal needs to go. I think Smitty just tapped out, but that's really the question. That's really the question. I mean, I guess I think we should support our peoples. Um, we should support our peoples regardless. I think we should support all people. I'm not against that. I'm with that. I'm with the support of all people. But I think it's a hard win when you are going against the rules. Supporting against the rules is kind of hard for me. When the rule was probably a legitimate rule. Coming to America the right way, I don't think all immigrants is going through this. I think specifically people that snuck into America and got asylum, got into different programs, and are illegal aliens, undocumented illegal aliens in America. I think that's what got me. That's what got me specifically. It's of course we're gonna support all our peoples. I support all of our peoples. But it's like you did sneak into the country illegally. If they got you and they deporting you back now, then what can anybody do or say about that? I mean, I agree, but what I'm understanding now, without anybody saying it, what I'm understanding right now without anybody saying it is this. When Trump said he's going to deport all criminals, the illegal aliens thought that he was only talking about crimes like, harsher crimes, robbery, unaliving people, things of that nature. Things of that nature. But what I think when he said criminals, they were included. They included the illegal aliens, the illegal immigrants, even if they were doing the right thing in America. The first thing you did wrong coming to America was coming here illegally. You didn't come through Ellis Island. You didn't, swear your oath. You didn't do all the things that my father did, my grandfather did, my grandmother and my grandfather did to get into America from Jamaica. They followed the rules. They came here. They were law-abiding citizens. They lived good lives, right? They didn't have to worry about any of these things that these illegal immigrants are worried about. I think a lot of us are missing that perspective, and now we are all, pointing the finger at each other. We're pointing the finger at each other and saying what this person should be doing, what that person should be doing, and what we're not doing. But I think everything after them coming into America illegally is just fruit of a poisonous tree. You worked here, you did right, you built a family, you created a family, but you came here illegally. You came here illegally to America. So you broke the first rule. That's a crime. That is a crime. To come here illegally is a crime. Right? To illegally cross a border without doing the proper procedures is a crime. Sorry to hear that, Nick. Right. That's right. You can't claim victim if you didn't follow law and proper procedures. You have a lot of people that want America or Trump administration to give them due process, but they didn't do the due process to get into America. These are the facts. I support immigrants. I support good families. I don't want to see families being broken apart. But that is the facts. You did not do the proper process to get in America, but now you want America to give you due process instead of sending you back to where you came from. That does not add up. And Trump called everybody on. The Democrats, you know, they gave asylum in different cities, and they tried to help illegal immigrants. They tried to, you know, make them legal, get them health care, do all these different things to help out people that was in need. And I respect that. I'm a Democrat. I appreciate that. But on the same token, you came here illegally. And now you want the government to follow a law and deporting you back, giving you due process. I think especially with the government that we have now, they're not trying to hear it. The Republicans, they don't care. You know, them cowboys that they got out there, the Marines and the National Guard, they don't care neither. They got their orders, and they're gonna follow their orders, and they're gonna do what's right for America, and they're gonna do what's right for Trump, who y'all all. And that's the craziest. The craziest thing is y'all voted him into office. I don't know, man. It's a lot. It's a lot going on, man. I guess we got more developments. I'll keep y'all posted. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, and share the live. I'll be back probably tonight with some more developments. But I mean, this is bad for families. I don't lavish in that. I don't want to see people, you know, families being broken up. These are the same things that, you know, black people experienced during slavery, being moved around and sit anywhere. That's what it is, Nick. That's what it really is. But you know, hopefully, you know, they say when you do something right the first time, then you ain't got to do it again. Hopefully, you know, those people, everybody that, you know, that did come to this country or planning to come to this country, they use this as a lesson and they do it the right way. So when they come with these big mass deportations, then they won't be getting caught up in them. You know what I'm saying? They won't be the people that they deporting out of here because they did the right thing. They came in the right way. You know what I mean? I hope too much life is not lost during these protests and riots. I hope people are not hurt. I hope businesses aren't destroyed. I hope people are still able to make a living and take care of their families. But I think it's going to be a hard call in the coming weeks and months for the summer. I think they waited for the summer just for this, for the hot. Everybody's outside. Everybody can join in. They stepped all this up and they put it in the media at this time for a reason. So y'all be careful out here. Be on point because they got a plan. Don't get caught out there. You know what I'm saying? Don't get caught out there. Don't get locked up. Don't make sure that y'all are abreast. Try to protest as peacefully as possible. Help out where you can. Do what you can to help. But make sure y'all stay aware that this is going to be used to hurt a lot of other people, to enforce things on a lot of other people. And we don't know who's next. You know what I'm saying? We don't know who's next. But, you know, I send love to those families that's going through this hardship. If I can help, I can. Hopefully our voices being used in this matter, in this way, helps out. Us having this dialogue and public conversations. Hopefully we can get to the bottom of some things and help each other. You heard? Right. I mean, I already picked a side. It is what it is. You know what I mean? I picked a side when I voted against Trump. I'm a Democrat. When I voted against Trump, I picked a side then. See, the people that voted for them and they're sending their families out of here, out of America, even like my brother Smitty, the people that voted for Trump, and now they're protesting against Trump, they're the ones that picked the wrong side. And now they're getting exactly what they asked for. They're getting exactly what Trump told you he would give you. You know what I mean? So don't let that go over your head. But y'all already know what it is, man. Thank everybody for tapping in. I appreciate y'all. If y'all haven't hit the like button, hit the like button on the way out and share the live. This was a great conversation, a great communication, and we answered some great questions here. You heard? I will be moving forward. I will be giving you more information on the show. Thank all my moderators, Nikki, New York, Nikki, baby, everybody that was in here helping out with the moderation of the show. I appreciate y'all. Thank you to my partner, my co-host, Smitty. A lot going on TV. Make sure y'all go and subscribe to his channel. Always have a good show. Always have good stuff going on over there. But y'all have a great day. Help somebody if you can, man. Hood Love TV, where you live, love, and learn. Salute.